Hi, welcome to today's audio log. It's currently 18 minutes past 8. It's the 4th of June 2024. Today's Tuesday, and normally I would be in the middle of my D&D session at this time, but it was cancelled, unfortunately, today's session. I saw a message last night before I went to bed that was sent hours before, but I didn't get a notification for it, saying that the session today was going to be cancelled. So that was disappointing. I was looking forward to today, as I always do. So yeah, it was definitely disappointing, but it's also not the end of the world. There's always next week. So yeah, I've been struggling to find things to do in the meantime. And that's kind of been the case all day. I've been in a weird mood today as well, and I think I know why. It's because the final expansion for that video game that I've been talking about comes out today, or it's already out. It's out now, and it's just the thought of it, the thought of the 10-year journey that I have been on coming to an end kind of has hit me in a way that I did not expect. And I understand that not everyone's going to really understand what I'm saying. It's a kind of a weird it's a weird way to feel about a video game, but it's also not just a video game, because over the past 10 years, I have made countless memories with friends. I've made new friends along the way. I've lost friends along the way. The game itself is secondary to all of that. It's kind of like two stories have been happening at the same time. The story of the video game and the story of my real life while playing that video game, if that makes any sense. It's like I can more easily recount what I was doing at a particular moment in my life based on what I was doing in the video game at the time. Like there's two parallel timelines that I can look back on, and yeah, today kind of marks the ending of all of that. So it's I guess I'm feeling a little like sad that it's come to an end. At the same time, I'm also relieved because I'm not the same person that I was 10 years ago. And I'm not even the same person that I was last year. A lot has happened since 2014. A lot has happened, and I'm glad that it's come to an end. But like I said, I'm also sad about it too. And like I mentioned, I've made a lot of friends along the way, But unfortunately, I will not be finishing this journey with all of those friends. In fact, only 2 of them will be present. So there's that as well. Like there's the aspect of all the relationships that I've made and lost, and it's all of it together. This whole thing is just kind of, it's invoked a thoughtfulness. Like I'm just, it has me thinking, looking back, all that stuff. So yeah, it's been an interesting day. Aside from all that, pretty standard. Went out for a walk earlier with Luna. It started to rain, which, it's England, so I'm not surprised. The rain has cleared up now. We've actually got some fairly clear skies just as the sunset is coming in. But yeah, it's I would say it's been a good day. It's been a weird day, but it's been a good day. Just being in my head for a lot of it, and I can only look forward to tomorrow when I get to actually play said video game with said friends and enjoy the final chapter of this 10-year-long journey. I also find it quite amusing how 10 years ago, when I was, 13 years old, it's weird to think what has happened since then. Just looking back 10 years in anyone's life, I think an individual would be probably amazed at how far they've come. I certainly am. I remember what I was doing in the video game 10 years ago. I was so obsessed with it that I would wake up extra early on a school day so that I could fit in some time in this video game before I went to school. And then I'd come home from school and I'd just play for the whole evening. And it was great. It was, so many good memories. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about this one thing that no one else can really relate to. I'm gonna enjoy it, and maybe today's audio log will trigger some other people to also look back on their lives and look within themselves to see how far they've come, and then they can use that as motivation to move forward, because I certainly am. 10 years ago I was a little boy playing a video game obsessively before school, and 10 years later here I am, not as obsessed, in fact far from it. I'm also no longer a little boy, but yeah, a lot. Wow, that was rude. I hope that didn't pick up too loudly. Apologies. I'm not going to re-record this whole audio log because that happened. I will make sure that doesn't happen again. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Now I can look 10 years into the future. I won't I wouldn't really be able to predict much because who knows what's going to happen. But it's nice to think about, you know? It's nice to have a goal or maybe even like a dream for the future and just work your way towards it. And you know, if it doesn't work out, that's fine as well. But just, yeah, I don't know. I find it comforting, I think, or motivating at least. Probably both. So yeah, guess I'll call it here since, you know, people are trying to call me apparently. And ooh, will I be back tomorrow? Maybe. If there is an audio log tomorrow, it's going to be quite early, I imagine, because I'm probably not going to stop playing that video game once I start, if I'm being completely honest with myself. So, yeah, I'll try to remember to do it early, I suppose. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. This has gone on long enough. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing my weird ramblings every day. I'm surprised that anyone wants to listen to them. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go. Thanks again, and good night.